passport manufacturing software is really, it's not unique, but I guess we're part of a smaller crowd in that we specialize in dealing with small, medium manufacturing companies. There's a lot of products on the market, and 75 or more probably, the vast majority of them are built for the medium or the large or very large manufacturing companies, which brings about a very long implementation time, a lot of people, a lot of effort, and a lot more money. We're dealing with companies who often haven't had a system or using desktop tools and things to try to manage the operation. So the system is modular in design. There's actually 8 different pieces to the puzzle on the manufacturing side, and then there's the accounting. There's a lot of different ways to do things in the system. Like there's 6 different ways to run a shop order through, so there's many different ways to implement it, and you can treat different products different ways. So the idea is really to give you a base system that will take care of your immediate needs, and then you can add users, you can add functionality, you can learn more about other functions in the system, and you can add modules if you need to move into something like a full-blown MRP or that type of thing. So why would you consider passport manufacturing? Well, you're probably here today because your current needs aren't really being met by your current system. So many companies try to get by with an accounting system of some sort with limited or even no inventory control and virtually no manufacturing tracking or planning capabilities or anything of that nature. Often you're using things like spreadsheets, outside databases, something Uncle Joe wrote, or even manual paper processes and things to try to make it work. So that's why you ought to consider the manufacturing system. We'll bring everything online in one integrated system, which gives you visibility throughout the entire operation. You won't be doing double entry, which of course has 2 different problems associated with it. One, you can make mistakes. 2, you can't track where they came from if you're typing something from a spreadsheet into something else. So it eliminates that kind of situation. It can be really critical to help your business grow or even keep it afloat today with some of the moving parts that we probably didn't deal with 5 or 10 years ago. You can improve your planning capabilities. We're talking about both material planning and production planning. And this can help improve your production flow. Nothing brings production faster to a screeching halt than not having the material you need when you're trying to produce something. Ian and I were out in the Chicagoland area. We're taking a tour through the facility, and we get into the inventory room, and there's lots of shelves with lots of boxes and bins on them and stuff, and we're walking down this one row, and he picks up this box, and he dumps it upside down, and into his hand falls a washer, a specialty washer. It's not something from Ace Hardware, but probably a $5 item. And he looks at that, and he says, "I've got one." And he points to a job sitting out, a machine that was sitting out on the floor, and he says, "I can't ship that thing because I don't have this $5 part. It's a $10,000 order." You don't want to find yourself in that situation. It's not good for business. It's not good for customer service, and it puts log jams into the production area. So we really want to help you minimize that type of thing. The scheduling tools will give you the visibility of what needs to be done, and when it's giving you the complete picture for your planning for your shop floor. So this will lead to increased on-time delivery. We can also help you get a handle on your product costs and help you see where you're making money and where you're not. Today, one of the 3 things I hear from most manufacturers that I didn't hear pre-COVID was costs. There's people that are buying stuff that are being given terms on a PO that the terms are good for this PO only, that kind of thing. So if you're waiting till 6 months or a month or the end of the year to post costs in the GL, you're not going to know where you stand, and you may be losing money all of that time. So we can give you the ability to track those things real time. It'll help you improve your profitability and also your customer service. All systems are designed to store data and hold data, which is great, but you need to be able to see it. Each user needs to be able to see what they need to see easily and tailored for their needs to do their job quickly and easily. You'll notice here on this one screen, or this one picture of a screen, this is an item, an inventory screen. There are 4 different columns here that are headed in red, And if this were a live screen, I could click on it and change the search criteria. So I could search by description or item number or warehouse type, things like that. And you just click on it, and then you just start typing, and it'll take you to your closest match. Within the Passport system, we have, 130 or so standard reports and displays. There are many, many ways to slice and dice those things and to look at them and to print the reports. However, and that pushes us probably over 1,000 or somewhere in that vicinity. But I'll tell you something. Just about every time I've sold a system, I've been doing this since '95, and inevitably, either from day one or within a month or two of running, say, I really like this system, but I really like to see this. Well, can you customize that for me? Well, yes, we do custom reports. We can also customize the software, but typically we don't do that. We get into, it's really a reporting function. When it does come to customization, Ian decides whether it's going to benefit other users and not get in anybody's way, and more often than not, those things become part of the product moving forward. So that's how we help enhance the product.
Thanks, Dave. Here's the bottom line. What can PBS Manufacturing do for you? It'll help increase your overall visibility, bring all of your tasks online into one unified applications. Instead of having islands of data in Excel spreadsheets, disparate databases, and even on paper, we can bring this stuff all together in one unified system. We can improve our planning capability, improve our production flow, improve our cost management, thus improving our customer service. In other words, our on-time deliveries, getting things to our customers when we said we would. And lastly, and ideally, increase overall profits. Thank you so much for joining us.